Hello everybody, welcome to Fun Day Sunday here at Sure Shot Archery. Now, Fun Day Sunday doesn't happen every Sunday, but this is a fun Sunday. So, today we're going to be trying to set a unofficial world record for the longest stabilizer that I have at least ever seen. Now, on the internet, I'm sure at points in time you've seen people put a couple stabilizers together. Now, we're going to push that to the limit. Hopefully I don't break any of my stabilizers, but we will see, and that's why it is going to be a fun day. So let's get started. The first stabilizer that we're going to be putting on the bow is this Doinker Platinum. Yeah, it's got no logos, but it is a Doinker Platinum. This is going to be our base. This is going to be our rock for which we build our stabilizer tower. It's not really a castle. Off of. So first, let's attach this to the riser. Okay, so here we go. First stabilizer rod. This one's pretty long. We'll get an overall length when we're done, definitely. But maybe when we're halfway through, or we start getting to just ridiculous lengths of stabilizers, we'll go and get a measurement. Okay, so now I got the first stabilizer attached. Time for our second. As you can see, yeah, it's a pretty much standard length. It's probably a little bit long. No, it's probably almost 30 inches. So let's add a second one. Now, the second stabilizer is actually my first real competition grade stabilizer. We'll be using a Bee Stinger. I don't know. I think it's like a Premier. It's before they started branching out with all their different levels of stabilizers. So this is like the original. So it's fairly old, but we're going to be adding that on. And as you can see already, even though my bow is on a bow stand, it's over my head. It is well over my head. And yes, and so you can't even see the tip. Nope. Look out, there's the end. Yep. Looks like we're going to be backing up the camera for this third stabilizer here. Okay, so we moved outside because even with just two stabilizers, it's just getting too long to be inside the shooting shack. So we're going to put our third one on now, and that is going to be the MKXR stabilizer. So that's going to go on the end here. We're just getting to ridiculous levels. All right, just so that everybody can see. yeah, it's getting pretty absurd. I would say most people that are trying to add stabilizers to their stabilizers don't usually go past the 3 stabilizer mark. Well, we have some more still, so let's go add another one on. We're almost at 10 foot. Well, definitely after the 4th one we'll be on 10 foot. So let's see how this goes. So far it seems pretty solid though. I'm not overly concerned about my stabilizers or my bow at this point. All right, so now we're gonna put on another Doinker stabilizer. This one's an Extremo. It's got my Lancaster sticker on it. This is pretty crazy. We're actually using the bow stand as a stand for this crazy long stabilizer. As you can see, this is very impressive. It's still staying straight, so I think we're looking pretty good. So we're adding on our 5th stabilizer now, another Doinker Extremo. This is getting over the top, but so far it looks like I'm not really having a structural problem down at the beginning, so that's good. That means they should be made pretty well, these stabilizers. I think they should take the weight. Of course, they're also not designed for this, so if anything does happen, it's definitely my doing. But if anything is going to break, it's going to be closer to the bow end anyway. All right. We're getting there. So impressive. My shot at 18 is going to be great. I am literally going to be able to touch the target. at this point. This is gonna be so cool. You know, so they talk about recurvers taking up a lot of space, but man. So believe it or not, I am running out of stabilizers. The last one we're going to be putting on is the Shrewd Revell stabilizer. I have to use an extension because of how the bolts on the ends of these other ones line up. It just works out a lot easier. So we actually have an extension on the end of this, just because we need a few more inches out there. All right, and there we have it. Check this bad boy out. I know, the extension's not straight. It's a crime. Ooh, it's really heavy though. I don't know. Yeah, this is now a three-handed bow. If you want to shoot it, you need to purchase a shooting tripod for it. Okay, so as you can see, we did pull off putting together 6 stabilizers. Now we're gonna take this a little step further, just a little bit. I'm gonna go and try to shoot with all these stabilizers on it. It's gonna be great. The stabilization of my bow is pretty much next level at this point. So we're gonna see how that goes. I may need an aid to actually make this work. So we will see. So before we actually shoot arrows with this crazy long stabilizer on my bow, I took it off my bow because I want to measure it and give you guys an overall length. Now, by no means is this a challenge to try this, because there is some possibility you can break your stabilizer bar or possibly damage maybe where your stabilizer mounts into your bow if you're not careful. So just please keep that in mind. So we're going to attach this onto the end and we're going to measure. We're going. We're still going. So we made it. I'm getting 15 feet, about 6.5 inches. 15 feet, 6.5 inches. That is a lot of stabilizer. There's no weights on this either. I don't know why you would, because it's already so heavy just from the weight of the bars. So if you do want to skip out on weights, compound shooters, just get a really long bar and that'll probably do it for you. Okay, so after a little bit of assistance, we managed to get it up to our shooting tripod. Now, this is really taking archery to the next level. We're turning this into probably a 2-person sport, because you need your setter to get you set, and then you need the archer to actually shoot the arrow. And you also need the setter to take the bow down, or I may be standing here the rest of the day, or the rest of my days for that matter. So we're going to give this a whirl. This is brand new archery being created here as we speak. This is the over 10-foot stabilizer class, and it's really, you really get the feeling like you got yourself a real sniper rifle here. Hopefully I don't end up shooting my own stabilizer. That would be a pity. There's not really a correct form for this either. It's kind of just pull and go. It's still under development, so if anybody's got suggestions on proper form for the over 10-foot stabilizer class, let me know. Oh, that was something. That was something weird. Let's try another one. Oh yeah, there's going to be some extreme accuracy in this division. Now, I'm almost touching the target, so this is a real benefit, especially if you want to go and break this out for 18 meters. You know, with your tripod out there, you could pretty much be touching your target. It's going to really secure you a lot more tens, and we may actually break 600 this way, especially in the recurve division. Compound, they're going to have to add a little x inside of the x, so that way you can get a 600 120x, because if you're hitting the little x, you're getting two x's. Anyway, we'll see where this develops. Enjoy some beautiful shots of this creation. You know, I always wanted a rock solid bow arm. Okay, so that wraps up this pretty ridiculous Fun Day Sunday video. I hope you had fun watching. This was definitely fun doing. It totally got way over the top ridiculous. My bow's still chilling back there. Nothing broke. You know, fingers crossed that it won't break when I take it apart. This was really cool. Look forward to some more of these things in the future. I hope you enjoyed watching this. If you did, please like and share. I think a lot of people are going to get a kick out of this. Other than that, thanks for being here, and as always, happy shooting.